In the winter of 1885, the elegant Fifth Avenue mansion of Eleanor Fairchild stood as a monument to one of New York's most shocking tragedies. Behind its limestone facade and gleaming windows lay secrets so disturbing that the city's most powerful men would go to extraordinary lengths to bury them forever. What began as a grieving widow's attempt to honor her husband's memory would spiral into a nightmare of conspiracy, murder, and madness that claimed not only Eleanor's sanity, but her very life. The official records speak of suicide brought on by hysteria, but recently discovered correspondence hidden within the walls of a demolished Wall Street building tells a far more sinister story. One that reveals how the financial elite of the Gilded Age built their fortunes on carefully orchestrated death, and how they silenced the one woman brave enough to expose their crimes. Before we continue with the story of Eleanor Fairchild and the dark secrets that destroyed her, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comments what state or city you're listening from. We love hearing from our community of mystery enthusiasts around the world. The truth about what happened to Eleanor Fairchild begins not with her death, but with the mysterious circumstances surrounding her husband's final evening alive. New York City in 1885 stood at the pinnacle of America's Gilded Age, a glittering metropolis where unprecedented wealth flowed through the marble halls of Wall Street while immigrants crowded into tenements just blocks away. The city's financial district pulsed with the energy of a new industrial empire, where railroad barons, steel magnates, and banking dynasties amassed fortunes that would have made European royalty envious. Along Fifth Avenue, palatial mansions rose like monuments to this new American aristocracy, their owners hosting elaborate dinner parties and charity galas that determined the social hierarchy of the entire nation. Among these titans of industry was Theodore Fairchild, a man whose financial acumen had made him one of the most feared and respected figures on Wall Street. At 45, Theodore controlled a vast network of investments spanning railroads, mining operations, and manufacturing concerns. His ability to predict market movements with uncanny accuracy had earned him the nickname, the Oracle of Exchange Place. Business rivals whispered that Theodore possessed an almost supernatural gift for knowing exactly when to buy or sell, often making massive profits from the misfortunes of his competitors. Eleanor Catherine Brennan had married Theodore in 1878, transforming overnight from the daughter of a modest Boston merchant into one of New York's most prominent socialites. At 25, she possessed the refined beauty and sharp intelligence that made her the perfect complement to Theodore's ambitions. Eleanor had not married merely for wealth. She genuinely loved her husband and admired his brilliant mind. She threw herself into the role of a society hostess with remarkable skill, organizing charity events that raised thousands for the city's orphanages and hosting intimate dinner parties where the most powerful men in America conducted their business over fine wine and imported cigars. The Fairchild mansion at 847 Fifth Avenue reflected their status perfectly. Built in the latest French Second Empire style, the four-story limestone palace featured soaring ceilings, hand-carved marble staircases, and rooms filled with European antiques and original paintings. The mansion's crown jewel was Theodore's private study, a wood-paneled sanctuary lined with leather-bound books and featuring a massive safe where he kept his most confidential business documents. Eleanor had always respected her husband's need for privacy in his business affairs, understanding that the world of high finance required absolute discretion. Their marriage, while arranged initially through family connections, had blossomed into genuine partnership. Theodore often sought Eleanor's counsel on social matters, recognizing her exceptional ability to read people and situations. She, in turn, had developed a sophisticated understanding of business and finance through their conversations, though she was careful never to overstep the boundaries of what society considered appropriate for a woman of her station. They had no children, a source of private sadness for Eleanor, but Theodore's devotion to his work and her commitment to their social obligations had filled their lives with purpose and meaning. The New York of 1885 was a city of stark contradictions. While the wealthy dined on 7-course meals in gilded dining rooms, newspaper headlines regularly reported on financial panics that left thousands of working families destitute. The recent completion of the Brooklyn Bridge had symbolized American ingenuity and progress. Yet labor strikes and industrial accidents claimed lives with disturbing frequency. In this environment, men like Theodore Fairchild wielded enormous power, their decisions capable of affecting the livelihoods of thousands of workers and the fortunes of entire cities. What Eleanor didn't yet understand was that her husband's remarkable success had come at a price far more terrible than she could have imagined. The evening of November 17, 1885, began like countless others in the Fairchild household. Eleanor had spent the afternoon preparing for one of their regular business dinners, ensuring that every detail met Theodore's exacting standards. The dining room gleamed with polished silver and crystal, while the kitchen staff prepared a menu of roasted duck, imported oysters, and charlotte russe,